What if the thing that makes you good is the very thing that's making you weak? What if your kindness, the very trait that earns you affection, trust, and belonging, is silently erasing you, not all at once, not with a blade or a shout, but slowly, subtly, with a smile? Because being too kind doesn't hurt all at once. It hurts in moments, in all the little times you say yes when you mean no, and every time you stay silent to keep the peace, in the way you laugh when you want to scream. You were told to be kind, so you became agreeable. You learned to accommodate, to soften your voice, to shrink your needs. You made space for everyone except yourself. And for a while, it worked. People liked you. They praised you. They called you generous, selfless, a good person. But inside, you started to disappear. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. Kindness, when unguarded, becomes a slow death. It starts with people asking for small things. A favor here, a little help there. But soon, you're not just offering your time, you're offering your identity. You bend, you give. You say it's okay when it's not. And slowly, you forget what your truth even feels like. You begin to feel tired, but not from work. Hollow, but not from grief. Alone, even when surrounded. Because nothing is lonelier than betraying yourself for applause. They don't see it. How could they? You hide it well. You smile. You nod. You say I'm fine, but kindness without boundaries is a performance, a mask that tells the world you're okay while you slowly unravel. We call it kindness, but what it really is fear. Fear of conflict, fear of disappointing others, fear of being alone, fear of being disliked. So you give, you overgive. And every time you do, a part of you whispers, this isn't love, this is survival. He who is too kind is cruel to himself. Seneca. The Stoics didn't believe in blind kindness. They believed in virtue, and virtue to them was not about being nice. It was about being in alignment with reason, nature, and truth. True kindness must be rooted in self-awareness. It must be chosen, not compulsive, measured, not desperate. If your kindness costs you your peace, it's not kindness, it's self-betrayal. Most people aren't kind because they're strong. They're kind because they're scared. They say yes because they don't want to be rejected. They give because they don't want to feel guilty. They help because they think if they stop, no one will stay. But real love doesn't ask you to bleed for it. Real respect doesn't grow from your silence. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Epictetus. People-pleasing is a slow form of self-erasure. It teaches others that your needs are optional, that your time is flexible, that your emotions are negotiable. And once you teach people that, they never unlearn it. You think you're being kind, but you're showing the world how to use you. You think you're being helpful, but you're making it easier for others to forget you're human. And the worst part is you're doing it with the best of intentions. You want to be good. You want to be loved. You want to be enough. But being liked is not the same as being seen. Being needed is not the same as being valued. Being kind is not the same as being honest. And every time you smile when you want to cry, every time you agree when you want to object, every time you give when you need to rest, you disappear just a little bit more. The Stoics knew this. They didn't believe in emotional repression. They believed in emotional discipline. They didn't preach detachment. They preached alignment with nature. And nature does not ask a tree to give fruit when it is barren. It does not ask a river to flow when it's frozen. Nature honors limits. Why don't you? You've spent years trying to be everything for everyone. And now, you're nothing to yourself. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus. You look in the mirror and barely recognize the person staring back. exhausted, disconnected, always giving, rarely receiving. So let me remind you of something. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to disappoint people. You are allowed to choose yourself. You don't have to earn your worth through exhaustion. You don't have to prove your value through self-sacrifice. You don't need to be liked by everyone. You just need to be at peace with yourself. Because here's the truth. Kindness without boundaries is exploitation, and love without self-respect is submission. You are not here to be consumed. You are here to be whole. The moment you stop betraying yourself, everything changes. At first, it's terrifying. People may get upset. They may call you selfish. They may leave. But the people who love you conditionally were never really loving you. They were loving the version of you that made them comfortable. Let them go. Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself run.